I just got finished doing squats, doing a little challenge here. Check out my shorts to learn all about that. Miss Toy, the review, she challenged a lot of people, or challenged everybody on her channel, and I joined in on that. We're doing 50 squats for 10 days, so I'm out of breath. 50 squats a day for 10 days. But welcome to week 11 of my 75-day health, wellness, and spiritual growth challenge. Welcome, my name is Patrice, The.Patrice.Denise. I'm over here living a healthy, sustainable life, one day at a time, one step at a time. And like I said, we are in week 11, the final week of the 75-day soft medium-ish challenge. And this week, the final week, is going to be a lot of reflecting. Reflecting on the journey, reflecting on what has transpired thus far, reflecting on where I am at right now and where I want to go. So week 11, we're going to finish strong, faithfully strong, because what? We are wellness warriors. We are over here conquering, being victorious, putting in the work to overcome any health challenges that may come our way and make it our own. Make this journey our own. Sorry, my dog. My husband's outside. He actually took a mental day today. That's important. That's important. I'm about to get on this treadmill and do my work out. But my husband took a mental day today, and that's important. Sometimes you just got to take a break from it all. And I was like, what? You taking a mental break? He really takes off work unless we're going like out of town or whatnot. But I wanted to also show you guys, and he's working outside, so that's why my dog's barking, because he's out there working. But this Glucose Revolution, I got this book thanks to Coach Kofia. Check out her channel as well. She's on a journey overcoming gluttony and our appetite for things that keep us oppressed and suppressed, and fixing our appetite on the one above. And she mentioned this book right here, Glucose Revolution, and I was like, whoa, let me look at this book. And it says The Life-Changing Power of Balancing Your Blood Sugar by Jesse. You see his last name. But yeah, so I was like, okay, it says stop cravings, get your energy back, feel amazing. And I'm pretty sure this book is not only for diabetics. Let me look at it. Yes. I'm pretty sure this book is not only for diabetics. So I'm going to get into this. But y'all know I got a lot of books. Y'all know one thing, and we're reflecting on this 75-day challenge, right? But one thing I have fell so much back in love with is reading. And look at all these books. I said I was going to go through my books. I still haven't done that yet, y'all. I'm going to find time to go through all those books over there. I'm looking over here. I'm going to find time to go through all those books one day and tell you and show you all the books that I have over there. But for right now, these are the books that I have lined up to go through. And now this one. So my love for reading has sparked back up, and I am so excited for that. So that's one thing, if I can say, with this 75-day challenge, if I'm reflecting, what I am going to continue on doing is reading. So if you have some books in your library, or some good books that you have run across, let me know in the comment section below. It might help somebody else, because they might have been interested in that book and just wanted to hear one more testimony about it. And so put it in the comment section below, a book that you love. It doesn't have to be a self-help book. So like this one is not a self-help book. I know that all the other ones seem like they're self-help books, but novels, fiction or nonfiction, I'm just going to jump back into reading. And yes, I want to know what you are interested in. Another book that I am reading, because if I'm going to read all these other books, I have to be able to read this one. Y'all know is the Bible. So right now I am doing the Life of Jesus Bible study, and I will link this down below. I talked about it in another vlog, but I am reading this, and it's just going through the genealogy, birth, all the way down to the trial and crucifixion, and then to the Pentecost. So I am reading that, and that's going to take me through the end of this year. Today is what, September the 22nd, just to give you reference. But yeah, so look, I like how this looks. I like holding the book in my hand. Let's see. Should this be a thumbnail? Thumbnail. Perfect. So, yeah, tell me what books you are enjoying. But that's one thing that I have got out of the 75-day challenge. So I am editing. That's why I have in my headphones. Editing the week. This is the week 11. We're on week 10. What that be? Yeah, this is week. I'm editing week 10's blog for the 75 Soft Medium-ish Challenge. But I'm also procrastinating because let me show you what my brother, he brought some carrots to me. You would say, oh, that's nice. But look how many carrots he brought to me. All these carrots, all these carrots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean them and juice them. My husband's in the background. He is going to be cooking hibachi tonight. Let's see, he got his vegetables together already. He has his zucchini, his bell pepper, and onions. I also got some ginger I'm going to put inside my carrot juice and some apples. So I'm kind of procrastinating because that's a lot of carrots. That's definitely a lot of carrots to wash and get together. All right, I made 2 containers of juice. 2 containers of juice. I'm gonna try some right now with you guys. Crazy angle, but the juice, carrot, apple, and ginger. And I went ahead and kept it in the jugs instead of putting it into mason jars. Usually I separate it and put it into mason jars, but I saw these in the cabinet. I was like, I might as well just put it in here, put it in the refrigerator, and drink as I go. So that lets you know, yes, I'm not tracking this week. But if you don't know, I'm gonna let you know right now, I am on the medication Mounjaro. That is used for type 2 diabetes to help with managing the blood sugar. It also aids in weight management. Another name for it is, the generic name is tirzepatide. It also goes by Zepbound. And I did do my injection yesterday. 7.5 milligrams of the Mounjaro on yesterday. And yeah, so I do it every 2 weeks. I'm not a doctor, pharmacist, or someone, trying to tell you how to do it. You are supposed to do it every week, but I do mine every 2 weeks. I've been on maintenance for the last 2 years, and it's probably already posted by now, but there's a video going back over my whole journey that I posted recently, so check that out on the channel. But yes, I said all all that to say that on the week that I do take it, so this week, my calories are lower than on next week. But yeah, just because my appetite is lower. Oh, that ginger is coming out. Good morning. I'm about to head off I'm already here. I'm about to go into the gym. My girlfriend, my other 2 girlfriends, they normally come with me, but they're not able to make it this morning. But I'm going to. But that's one thing I've learned here on the 75-day challenge is, my girlfriends and I, we've set it like a routine, we do strength training about twice a week, and formally with each other, we go about twice a week with each other. Unfortunately, sometimes we can't make it all the time, but we do what we can. And so the 75 soft challenge, medium challenge, is helping me with grades, helping me with routines, helping me with just continue on and finding a way to fit it all in, because us as moms, as wives, us as women, career women, and so forth, we have busy lives, and we have to find a way to fit in things for ourselves. We can't forget about ourselves when we're helping our family, helping our work, life, putting in for our work life, and just everything that we do. We can't forget about ourselves. So even though sometimes, like I said, my girlfriends and I are not able to formally meet here at the gym, we still get it in how we can, and that's very important to not forget that, not stop that. But I'm going in here to do leg day. My girlfriend texted, she was like, I can't make it, but go ahead and go do leg day. So I'm gonna do leg day. I'm also doing squats because I'm doing a 50 squats a day for a 10-day challenge, and I'll have shorts on that. By the time you see this, that should be over, but I'm gonna go in here and do my squats and do, well, squats will be part of leg day. So that was a great workout. Legs, my legs gonna be wobbling tomorrow, especially with me doing 50 squats a day for the next, now it would be the next 7 days. But like I was saying with the 75-day challenge, it's gonna go beyond the 75 days, because the habits that I'm learning now are so much instilled in me that I sometimes, like for instance on Sunday, I didn't do any exercise. I just used it as a active, well, yeah, it was an active rest day because I had to work my part-time job, but I used it as a active rest day. And yeah, it feels weird sometimes when you don't do those different habits that you do on an everyday basis. So even though the 75 days is going to come to an end here in a couple days, the journey continues. It continues to go on. These habits that I put in place will continue to follow me and help to shape my future, and I'm loving it. I am loving it. So how has if you are doing the 75-day challenge, or you've done a challenge in the past, how has those habits stuck? Has those habits stuck with you? And let's just give each other some encouragement on how to continue to get those habits to stick. For me, it's just continuing to do it, giving myself grace, putting myself as a priority. No one goes before God, but putting myself, first in the things that I do, and make sure that I'm taken care of, and then going down to my family, and it trickles down from there. But yes, 75-day challenge is really transforming me. This time around, I've done it before, but this time around, I think because also, I'm not going to get on a tangent, but I'm going to go get some gas real quick before I go home. But this time around, it's all about mindset too. Your mindset has to be in the right place. So you got to work before you can. And that's why I like the 75-day challenge. In the hard challenge, 75-day hard challenge, I know it is a mind thing. This one is too, but the 75 part, I know it's a mind thing. But I like it because it gets our minds into it helps to transform our mindset. You have to have a different mindset when you are ready to go all in, when you're ready to do it all and put yourself first and make yourself a priority, make your health a priority, make your well-being a priority. Your mindset has to be a little bit different, not a little bit, a lot, but your mindset has to be different in order to move forward with that. All right, let me get gas. Just finished my cardio, and I was thinking while I was on the treadmill about this leg day and the squats that I'm doing in the 75 medium, 75 soft challenge, and just putting it all together. And a thought came to me that push yourself as hard as you can go. Push yourself as hard as you can go, but know your limits. So just now on the treadmill, y'all know I like to run. I wanted to do a run today. Well, when I got on there, I started walking. Then I was like, you know what, I want to run today. And then so I started running. But these legs from these squats and the leg day today, said, no. So, so what I say is push yourself. So I ran for like 70.75 of a mile. And then I went back to walking, and I walked the rest of the time. Got in 46 minutes, 2.59 for my miles. And I equate that with, like, when you're in physical therapy, or if you know somebody who went through physical therapy or some type of physical occupational therapy, something like that, occupational therapy. But what they do is they push you, but they know the limits. They establish, they get a baseline of your limits at the first visitor, so they know your limits. So each time, each session, they're trying to push you a little bit past your limits. So what the 75-day challenge continues to let me do is know my limits, but try to push a little bit harder every time. Push a little bit harder every time. Push a little bit harder every time, and by doing that, my limits will keep going up, and I'll continue to get better. So yes, another thing I'm learning on this journey. Happy Wednesday. Happy halfway through the week. Halfway through week 11 of this 75 soft medium challenge. Halfway through it all. Well, yeah, halfway through the end of it all. But yes. So, I didn't come back on yesterday because, whoo child. Whoo child. I got a bit of news that took me for a loop. I'm smiling about it because it just has me thinking of all kind of different things, and just thanking God and appreciating God, and then just asking God like, oh no, what are we gonna do? All kind of just different feelings, and soon I'll be able to tell you guys what it's all about, but for right now I can't. But the news also had me to just kind of reflect and look at where I've come and how far I've come, and where I'm going. Even dealing with the 75-day challenge, but beyond, because my mindset, like I said the other day, my mindset is so different. I probably would have gotten that news and just like, oh my gosh, no, and just been thinking all kind of things. But I am really appreciating the move that God has in me, and like, I don't care what other people think. This is my life. This is me. This is who I am. As I continue to work on myself. And that's why I love this journey, even being on a GLP1, which is Manjaro. I don't know if I already talked about that in this blog or not. Even going through that journey, 75-day challenge. This is my second time actually going through it. I was looking back, I did it like early last year, I think it was. But just going through these different things, what ultimately is putting healthy habits in place. I'm telling you guys, it's about that mindset, getting your mindset all in the positive, being appreciative, speaking life, affirming yourself, and just believing in yourself, and not, I don't want to say not caring, but yes, not focusing on what other people got going on, and not like that. I don't want to say it like that, not in a negative way. I'm talking about like opinion wise, because it all boils down to what's best for you. It all boils down to what's best for you. So, whew, that news, yes, if I would have got that news at another point in my life, I probably would have ran out. Okay, everybody, let's just get some pizza. Well, pizza's not that, I still eat pizza, but yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. Let's just go get our comfort foods, and let's just, forget about everything, and let's just soak. Basically, that's what it is. That's what it is. Basically, because when you're getting comfort foods, well, at least for me, when I used to get comfort foods, now it's a little different. But when I used to get comfort foods, it would be about soaking and just and in my feelings. But now I'm processing my feelings. My husband, he said it too yesterday. He said, "Wait, let me just process this. Let me just process this." So yes, whew, I thank God. Thank God, because He will take us through it all. He's going to be with us through it all. I'll let y'all know soon. I'll let y'all know soon. But on my walk, I'm in here just, nice leisure, nice walk, getting some vitamin D through the sunlight on this fall day. But I'm in it already 26 minutes, heading back to the start so that I can get my day started. I think I'm going to make a sweet potato bowl for lunch. So we got a package, and it is from a company, and I'm going to share it in another video. I believe this is what this is. I'm going to share it in another video, but I want you guys to know that we got a package. Oh, this is, oh. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for a while before you see this. Here's lunch. I got sweet potato, goat cheese. This is actually kale. Kale and the ground turkey. And then there's a little bit of cranberries over there, and some crispy green onions. This reminded me of fall time. I love it. I love it. I love it. I added the kale this time because I didn't have any more spinach. But yum. And my my carrot juice. I just finished the book. So now that means that I have to make the decision of what book to read next. Oh, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Don't believe everything you think. It looks like it's a quick, short read, but it looks like it's very powerful. Unglamorous Glow says this is a really good book, and I trust her judgment of that. Yeah, I think this is going to be it. I do want to read this one, this Glucose Revolution, because I'm curious to talk about some things in here. And I have another book. And child, I got this. But I have another book that I've never read, and I probably should. It's this book right here, and I should read this so that I can talk about it with the GLP1 community. But have you ever read this book, Flat Belly Diet Diabetes? And really, I mean, yes, it's about losing. I know we don't like to throw around the word diet. I know. But from what I was looking at it, this talks about how it helped with losing the belly fat, or losing belly inches, but then the blood sugar. It talks about how to imbalance your blood sugar with food. So I might look, these two I'm gonna get into soon as well, but y'all know right now I'm on my little self-help kick right now. So I'm gonna read this one, and then from there we will see what is next. The 12-week year was a great read. It set up some different things, and I'm going to actually follow the plan here. Like I said, I have this, and so I'm going to follow the plan with this field guide. I'm going to sit down, and now that I've read it and actually fill it out, plan out my first 12-week year and go from there. I'm trying not to just say, okay, I'm going to wait till the beginning of the year, but part of me wants to do that. But then it's a lot, because there's a lot going on right now. I'm in a class. I haven't said that before, but I am in a class. So if you're watching to this point in time, you will know that I'm in a class. So that takes up part of my time right now. And so I'm really focusing on that. But there's things that I want to accomplish after this class. So the 12-week year is going to help me with that. All right. We're having salmon tonight. And the vegetable will be asparagus and broccoli. So we're going to do asparagus and broccoli, salmon, baked salmon on top of a rice. So that is dinner. Here's my dinner. So I got rice. You see the rice under there, white rice, some salmon, broccoli, and asparagus. Yum. Good morning. These mornings come back so fast, but it is 7:08ish. Just dropped the kids off to school, and now I'm headed to the gym. My girlfriend will have our workout planned when I get there. I don't know why. I think LJ left the light on in the car when he got out. But yes, so My girlfriend will have our workout there when ready. Not there, but she'll have our plan, what we're doing today. We did legs on, I did legs on Tuesday, and she actually went and did legs herself too. And then in the evening. So see, you just gotta work in, you gotta fit it in when you can fit it in. Our lives are all different. I'm not gonna get on this soapbox, but our lives are all different, and when we can't meet together, we still try to get it in some type of way, like I told you on Tuesday. But what was I saying? Yes, I am also going to do my squats. All right, headed to the gym. That was a good workout. Today we did push exercises. So push is dealing with we did shoulders, triceps. I guess it incorporates biceps too. And then we did 3 1-minute planks. So good for us. My girlfriend works me out every time. But one thing I do like is she pushes. So she's tracking too on the Notion app. She's the one who introduced me to Notion. Well, not introduced me to Notion, but the seed was planted, she watered the seed and kind of helped it to flourish with the Notion app. So we've been tracking in the Notion app. She found a great workout planner for that in there, and she has been increasing her weights more because she is tracking it better. So definitely appreciate that. So thank you, girl. All right, off to work. Oh no, cardio and then work. What time is it? Yep, cardio and then work. Here is lunch. I'm going to sprinkle some goat cheese on top, but I have some ground turkey with the kale like yesterday, but instead of having a sweet potato today, I got the leftover vegetables from last night, asparagus and broccoli, and I'm going to put on some goat cheese and yum. Celebrate what God has done. The Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. Psalms 126:3. Celebrate this moment, not because you were perfect, but because you were faithful. God has moved in ways seen and unseen. Let your celebration be full of gratitude and worship. How will you celebrate God's work in and through you? I celebrate the great things God has done in my life. We did it. It is day 75. We made it through the 75-day challenge. Yes, we did it. It was good. I went ahead and did my measurements this morning. Also, I went ahead and weighed in. Today is Friday, September 26th. I started this challenge on July was it the 14th or the 13th? It was a Monday, or was it a Sunday? July 14th. Was it the 13th? I can't remember if it was a Sunday or a Monday, but oh goodness, I should have wrote that part down. But they're in the vlogs. We'll go back to the beginning of the vlogs and see. But yes, we have completed 75 days of health, wellness, and spiritual growth. And let's look at the results. So that is my measurements in my progress video. I can see the definition. I can see the inches lost, especially in my abdomen area. If we go back and think about my goals that I set, I'm going to talk about this in a whole nother video where I just sit down and talk about the beginning and the end in a sit down video, but just briefly, just kind of summarizing this week. Okay, let's summarize this week. So I had a great week. And, oh, the book. Don't believe everything you think. I started this last night. The part that I read had me thinking of some things. And don't believe everything you think. So had me thinking of my thinking. And I believe that's what it's all about. I wanted to show you chapter. It was, what was it? Because I was reading it to my cousin last night. It says basically the root cause of our suffering is our own thinking. And it says, in short, the moment we stop thinking is when our happiness begins. And that's more so we stop thinking, of negative things and things that are not positives, So, and I'm going to move on to chapter 3, and it says, what do you think? So, no, it says, why do you think? So, yes, let's see the quote. I think and think and think. I've thought myself out of happiness 1,000,000 times, but never once into it. Oh, child. So this is, thank you, Unglamorous Glow, for suggesting this book. Y'all know I have a whole heap of books over here that I'll get into. So the journey does not end here on day 75. It continues on. But I'm going to end the video here. And we will pick up. I'm going to have on the same shirt because I'm going to stop the video here. And I'm going to pick up in record a video just talking about my whole experience of going through the 75-day health, wellness, and spiritual growth challenge while maintaining on a GLP1. So I'll see you then. I love you guys. How's your week going? How you doing? But I'll catch you in the next video. I love you guys. I thank you for your love and your support. I thank you for helping me to get through the 75-day challenge. Thank you for everybody who, was a part of it. If you're a content creator or if you're not, I hope that if you are, did the 75-day challenge, you were blessed with it in some type of way. Okay, I love you guys and God bless.